All I care about is stopping Saren. The Rachni don't matter.
The mission must always come first. Just be aware that your actions can have far-reaching consequences.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I didn't hang up on them this time. I'm a good guy. I'm sad, I should have hung up on them. Bunch of cocky ass hammers that they are. So we're gonna talk to Ashley. And then I'm gonna wrap up for today. I'll host someone. But we finished up Novaria, so tomorrow I'll do Pharos. And then I believe I have to go back to the Citadel, so I might do Pharos in the Citadel. And then from there we've got one more planet, then Endgame, and then Mass Effect 2. To the beach for the weekend must be nice.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard.
There's no internet there.
We saw him on the news here. He's cute.
You're gonna have to catch up on
Tell me you did.
You're gonna have to catch up on my YouTube, man.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important.
Yeah, I know. No interactivity, but that'll be the way to catch up, man.
Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
You have more than one sister?
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story.
The things I'll do to get laid.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
That's not melting in there.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
I am her commanding officer,
Yeah,
that is true.
Of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all listed on self-defense.
If you remember, I asked her about that already, and she's like, I'd have to relieve you of duty.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to
Command her to surrender thy booty.
Light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something.
Only a dozen light
My
years.
last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone.
I love this. You can quote the rest of the poem, or you can be like, what the hell is that garbage?
Hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. You read poetry? I've always liked that. Tennyson, right? What's this crap?
I didn't know you liked.
But we're trying to get laid, so.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few
I blew it.
people
How'd I
who are
blow
really
it?
weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power.
Dead daddy, yep.
Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? Like I said, killing a whole race isn't something I want on my conscience. You made the right decision, Skipper. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. Just saying, Skipper.
Alright,
Back later.
so,
Looking
save
forward to it,
time?
Skipper.
and then of course we do Pharos. I believe in science. So do I. Then we go to Pharos after. And then we go to the Council or whatever, to Citadel, and then to Ilos, and then to the end of the game, and then we're on to the much, much better Mass Effect 2. Till then, I'm going to host up Spawnamod, because he's an awesome dude. Hopefully we'll see you around tomorrow. Are you leaving tomorrow, Twisted? Does Friday technically count as the weekend? Either way. I'll try not to get too far into Mass Effect 2 without you, man. I know you haven't seen the series yet.